Philippines' top economist Ernesto Pernia quits amid the coronavirus pandemic. In a statement, Pernia says, quote, "This is due partly to personal reasons and partly to differences in development philosophy with a few of my fellow cabinet members." Pernia's resignation comes just a week before the economic team is set to present its recommendations to the cabinet. Pernia was also part of the interagency task force, where he is tasked to craft policies to revive the economy post-coronavirus. Under his watch, the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, recommended mass testing to flatten the infection curve. Pernia's post will be filled by Finance Undersecretary Carl Chua in an acting capacity. The Department of Health says the total number of healthcare workers infected with the coronavirus nearly triples from 252 to 766 in over a week. Of the total, 339 are doctors and 242 are nurses. At least 22 health workers have already died of the coronavirus disease. Health workers now account for 13% of coronavirus cases in the country. Quezon City confirms coronavirus cases breached the 1,000 mark on Friday, April 17. The largest city in the National Capital Region records 32 new cases, bringing its total to 1,016 cases. Quezon City accounts for 17% of the Philippines' total cases as of Friday. Quezon City has an almost 3 million population. Meantime, at least 9 inmates and 9 personnel at the Quezon City Jail test positive for the novel coronavirus disease or COVID-19. The Bureau of Jail Management and Penology says the 9 inmates have been isolated at a facility in Payatas, Quezon City. The 9 personnel, meanwhile, are under home quarantine. The city jail was built for 800, but as of 2016, it houses more than 3,800 inmates, making it difficult to implement physical distancing measures that can prevent the spread of COVID-19. As of Friday, April 17, the Philippines had 5,878 coronavirus cases, with 387 deaths and 407 recoveries. President Rodrigo Duterte threatens to order the police and the military to take over in a virtual martial law if Filipinos continue to breach lockdown rules.
I'm just asking for your disiplina, konti. Kasi pag ayaw ninyong maniwala, mag-take over ang military pati police. I am ordering them now to be ready. Ang police pati military ang mag-enforce sa distance, social distance at yung curfew. Sila na, parang martial law na rin. Mamili kayo.
This comes after Duterte received reports of Filipinos who continue to violate quarantine rules. This is the first time he alluded to martial law and a takeover by uniformed personnel. Meanwhile, Chinese medical experts warn the Philippines faces a significant risk of failing to contain COVID-19. The Chinese experts visited 6 hospitals, including the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine. The experts cite limited hospital beds, medical supplies, and testing capacities as basis for the warning. The visitors recommend the immediate establishment of a Fangchang shelter hospital in the Philippines. First made in China in February, Fangchang hospitals were converted public venues such as stadiums and exhibition centers. President Donald Trump announces the gradual reopening of a U.S. economy hours after job losses reached 22 million in the past month. New York Federal Reserve Bank President John Williams warns it will probably take a year or two, if not longer, for the U.S. economy to recover. Trump says some states are already free from the impact of the coronavirus and therefore can open literally tomorrow. While new cases are diminishing, deaths remain at a frightening rate. U.S. fatalities join the nearly 140,000 killed by the disease worldwide. Meantime, 17 congressional Republicans urged Trump to hold U.S. funding for the World Health Organization until its chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus resigns, adding they had lost faith in Tedros' leadership. Trump announced Tuesday the U.S. would halt payments to the UN body that amounted to $400 million last year. He accused it of mismanaging the crisis and covering up the seriousness of the COVID-19 outbreak in China before it spread. Former Senator Bongbong Marcos posts a video on his recovery from the coronavirus disease.
I'm feeling better. I'm starting to recover. This was really something of an experience because I did not realize how bad this COVID was until I got it.
Marcos said he likely acquired the disease while he and his wife were in Spain in March to attend a relative's wedding. On March 14, Marcos got himself checked in a hospital after experiencing tightness in his chest but went home soon after. On March 22, Marcos was rushed to a hospital emergency room after some difficulty breathing. He tested positive on March 28. Marcos has since recuperated, spending most of his time in isolation in his bedroom. Marcos also addresses the rumors that he supposedly died.
Baliwala yan. Sasabihin, patay ako. Hindi na bali. Madaling magpakita na hindi naman na nandito pa ako. Kayo naman, yung nagkakalat talaga, naglalabas ng fake news, huwag yung ginagawa yan. Nakakasakit kayo ng tao.
Marcos is the son of the late dictator Ferdinand, whose 21-year rule was marred by corruption, killings, torture, disappearances, and media oppression. Marcos ran but failed to win the vice presidency in 2016, losing to Leni Robredo by a slim margin.